Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Monthly Market Updates with me, Brian Epstein, your favorite real estate agent. This month will be for January 2022, specific to Harrison Township, but we're going to cover some information that will be applicable across the board. As I was putting this month's presentation together, I was actually getting a little bored because the information has been so consistent over the past few months. I decided to change things up and throw a little bit of new information in there and condense the nuts and bolts of things. So just to cover the basics here, our average and median sales price have seen very little change, a couple $1,000s up and down across the board the past couple months. Same thing for days on market, almost no change for the past 4 or 5 months. It's crazy. And new listings are up 13 more than last month, bringing the new total to 25, which is nice to see. Could be some signs of an early spring season, which I think is going to be the case, at least in the real estate market, if not the weather. Some other information I wanted to go over, just some general market updates. I wanted to touch on the forbearance and this foreclosure crisis that I've heard people talking about. All the information that I see and review and listen to would indicate that that is not going to be the case. This is a chart showing the number of active loans that went into forbearance starting May in 2020. And these numbers are in millions, and you can see just a nice, perfect, steady decrease down to less than 1 million now in December. And of course, that's spread out across the country. So no signs of any sort of real estate collapse. I know there's people that want to spread a lot of fear, and I just don't see it. The next thing is that housing prices in general are expected to go up again this year. Now, how much that varies, this is a pretty accurate forecast, I think. Takes a lot of good information into consideration and puts an average at about 5%. If you review some other things, I've seen numbers as high as 10 to 12%. So again, potentially another 10% increase in home values this year. Additionally, mortgage rates are expected to go up. They already have gone up, and actually we're seeing numbers that were predicted to be in the second, third, and fourth quarter. We're seeing mortgage rates already at those numbers. So that is definitely going to start to affect some things. Now, when you combine an increased purchase price and an increased mortgage rate, now you start affecting buyers' purchasing power. And just to see how that can affect things, we have a little example here. If you took, for an example, a $250,000 mortgage, this is not purchase price, this is the mortgage amount. And if we took the number of 3.5%, which is about where rates are now, and we increase to 4.25%, that would be an increase of $107 a month on your payment, or $1,300 a year. You can even extrapolate to the life of the loan, and that's about $39,000 more over the course of the loan. And of course, as your loan amount increases, those numbers increase as well. So at the $290,000 mark, that's about $125 a month, about $1,500 a year, and $45,000 over the course of the loan. So here's some tips that I have to kind of deal with all this information. If you're a buyer, number one, get pre-approved. Otherwise, you're really not going to have the speed, which leads into the second tip here. You have to act fast. If you're looking at a nice house, it's still going to move in record time. You have to move quickly. And of course, you want to work with an experienced agent that can get you in the door, get you there quickly, and put your best offer on the table. If you're a seller, you're definitely going to want to take advantage of these market conditions, because you have to keep in mind that as interest rates and home values increase, as a seller, it puts you in a better position. But if you're looking to buy the next house, that puts you in the buyer's position. So better to act now. And again, you're always going to want to work with an experienced agent who knows how to take advantage of market conditions. Of course, we still have my favorite segment here. My favorite sale was at 41606 Windmill. This house sold for a cool $860,000 after 23 days on market. And I might geek out a little bit on this one because I actually do really like this house. You can see the front is just, it has a very nice look. That kitchen is awesome. I love the kind of islandy blue island there, no pun intended. A huge kitchen, it's gorgeous. And then an awesome 3-season room, fireplace, TV with a killer view of the canal, and you can kind of see that the whole backyard's set up nice. It's gorgeous. Katie Wheeler, I'm jealous of you for getting this one. I may actually have to move into that house someday. As always, make sure you're liking Diesel Properties on Facebook and YouTube. Keep you up to speed with what's going on. And after that, thanks for listening. We'll see you next month.